This is John Paul Rye. I'm coming to you from Tokyo, Japan, which is not how you say it. We say Tokyo. People think I say Toka. I have no idea where they're getting it from. Maybe I'm saying it too fast. Tokyo. Like Kyo. Very, very specifically, Kyo. Tokyo. Tokyo. Not Toka. Anyway. Waiting for some people to come in. 30 seconds in. What I gotta do is I gotta tweet this out right now. So, since there's like nobody here, I could tweet it out. And if you're watching this as a video, then I apologize because it needs just a little time to get started. And here it is, 2 watching, 11 watching. All right, 11 people. I usually can't go live at this time, so hopefully it'll be different than when I go live in the mornings. I want to take a look at some tweets from Incredibly Average because I still follow him. Maybe you guys don't know where to find his stuff, but he is still active on the internet, just not on YouTube. I'm not exactly sure why. But let's tweet this out right now. Let's tweet. I contacted some other YouTubers. No one ever gets back. Well, people get back to me, but really slow and, not timely enough for me to do a live. But it's my fault because I can't do live so often because of my hectic family life. Okay, got 20 people. Pretty good. 20 people, 2 minutes. And the title of this live is The Media Starts to Wake Up on Johhny Depp, which is kind of true because there was a Guardian article that didn't take Johnny's side, but they still, put it out there that the case wasn't fair, which is a great thing to put out there because you got to get people thinking. You got to get the people in the mainstream who don't know so much about it thinking about stuff. Let's see what we got. Go from the top. What's up, D? You were the first one. Thank you very much. Nice to see you. Michelle, nice to see you. Samantha, nice to see you. M, that is a very easy, short name. Francis, nice to see you. Janice, Chris Cook, just me. Thank you for the comments in the channel. I appreciate it. See you all the time. And Kim, thank you too. I think I read Kim's comment this morning about zero tolerance for Amber Heard and Aquaman 2 because I think a lot of people have that attitude, but some people have the attitude that, well, we're going to see the movie because the other actors, they didn't do anything. Or the people working on the movie didn't do anything. Well, the problem with that is, first of all, the other actors are silent. If they don't say anything, I understand they don't say anything. They don't have to. They have to look out for themselves because, there was a controversy here with Depp and Heard, which is negative like all around. But if they don't show me that they care, then I'm going to say, well, I'm not going to see the movie because what I care about is that Amber Heard's in it and I don't want her in it, so I'm not going to see it. And also the people who, do the lighting, they do the computer graphics, they get the actors coffee, whatever. Whoever you're scared of hurting is not going to be hurt because they get paid. Everyone gets paid to make the movie, they get the experience on the resume, and they move on. You boycotting the movie is not going to hurt their career. They still have all that stuff on their resume. They could move forward, and when they go for the next job to work on the next movie, no one's going to say, hey, that movie bombed because of Amber Heard, and you worked on it, so I'm not going to hire you. That's not how it works. They say, oh, you worked on Aquaman 2. You have a better resume than like probably 90% of the people in your business, and I'll probably hire you. So don't worry. Boycott Aquaman 2. It's going to be bad because Amber Heard's going to be in it. They're going to probably put some other super attention-grabbing female character instead of her as their compromise. It's the best they could do, I guess, probably because of our contract. But obviously, most of us don't want to compromise. We just want her completely gone. I meant to do this thumb, but it's like a mirror. The webcam's like a mirror, so I do the opposite. End up looking like an idiot. Okay. Greetings from Serbia. Thank you. I'm not exactly sure what that is. I could probably Google it real quick, but I'm not. I'm going to take your word that it's a nice place, and thank you very much. Well, actually, you didn't say it was a nice place, but I'll take your word that you're greeting me from there. That was a mess. Apologies. Okay. Stephanie, what's up? I refuse to watch anything with her in it. Yeah, that's the thing. I do too. And you know what? Stuff isn't that great anyway. What's the last really good movie you saw? Look, some people love movies. Some people are entertained by movies. They watch them. They don't have a high tolerance. I have a high tolerance. Excuse me. They don't. They have a low tolerance for like crappy movies. They enjoy things. When I was younger, put on a movie. I don't really care how good it is. I'm playing a video game anyway, or I'm studying or whatever, or like doing artwork. But these days, 2 hours to me is a big fucking deal. So to take 2 hours to specifically watch a movie, it's got to be The Joker or some other like real classic. The Joker was amazing. So I think I watched it twice or something. But movies these days, even like Endgame and like whatchamacall, yeah, stuff like that, like Black Panther, just like kind of okay, average, fun movies, one time thing, and that's all they end up being. So if Aquaman wasn't like so good, how good's Aquaman 2 gonna be? Then if you've got to sit through Amber Heard in it, even if she's in it for a minute, she's coming at some point, and she's gonna be in it for like 5 minutes, 10, 15, whatever it is, whatever they reduce her, part down to. But you never want to see it. You just never want that to come. I mean, even if she wasn't actually in it live action and they did a flashback with her scene from Aquaman 1 or somebody had a picture of her in the movie, you don't want her in it whatsoever. It's kind of like alcohol and driving, right? Like in a lot of states in the US, like even if you have like an open beer can in your car, the cops are usually like really like, what were you drinking? And one of my friends I remember, got taken in because he had open beer cans like all over his floor, and they took him in. They were like, "Hey, that you can't do it." So even if there was like, pictures of Amber Heard in the movie, still pictures, people would be like, "No, I'm not seeing it." We don't want any association whatsoever with Amber Heard. Kind of like Star Wars. Like a lot of us Star Wars fans don't like Rian Johnson and the sequel trilogy. And even if Rian Johnson worked on a Star Wars movie, a lot of us will probably boycott it. We might see it, see if it's good or not, but we're just gonna no money. No money spent. What's up, Sonny? How are you doing? What's up, Journey's Angel? How are you? Whole lot of Roberts. I guess you might be a Led Zeppelin fan. Whole lot of love, whole lot of Roberts. Maybe. Just kind of those two go together if you like Led Zeppelin, because Whole Lot of Love's a pretty famous Zeppelin song. Robert Plant's the singer. I don't know, just thinking that. What's up, James? No Tristan. Tristan she doesn't reply to emails, man. That's it. So, and not just her, nobody does. These YouTubers don't reply. They don't reply. So I pretty much hit up everybody I possibly could. Come Geek Some, Stevie J, Darth News, my friend Zach, Shelby Soup, Rob's Rules, Spiritually Empowered, and nobody. Well, people probably will get back to me at some point, but no one's like jumping like, whoa, gotta do the live. We'll see what happens. It was only like I only DM'd them like half an hour ago, but I usually get back to people like really quick. Like at least boom, yes or no. I don't know, maybe it's me, maybe I'm weak, maybe I gotta start distancing myself. What's up, John? How you doing, man? You're out? Okay, thank you for stopping by. I don't know. I'm sorry you're out. Just getting started, 8 minutes here. Gonna be on at least like an hour or something like that. So, but yeah, thank you for stopping by, man. I like the or I don't know if you're a woman or a man, but I guess people just say man, like, what's up, man? Thanks, man, whether you're a woman or a man. So, thank you for stopping by. Shelby. Hi, Shelby. Maybe I missed Shelby in the chat because we got actually, quite a little bit of a chat going on. What's up, Darm? How are you doing? Nice to see you. Think I got almost everybody. What's up, Lisa? Thank you for stopping by. Got 60 people on 10 minutes, which is pretty good, but I'm all alone. But I'm not alone because, like I said, I got an incredibly average tweet from about 2 days ago. Now, I know if you guys are following Depp vs. Heard, you probably found the case through Incredibly Average or know of Incredibly Average. And I don't know the reason, but he's not uploading videos. I wish he would. I asked him about it one time. He just vaguely said, I will in the future, and that was it. I didn't bug him about it again, but he is very active on Twitter, and he's still calling out Amber Heard stans and fans, and he's not doing like the court case stuff on Twitter. for whatever reason, he's just kind of doing stuff like me, actually, about how, Amber's an SJW and how her fan base is wrong about almost everything they say. What's up, Sonny? Living the dream. Hope you had a Merry Christmas. I am not living the dream. Um, what I had to do was I had to, take a day off for myself to just, go live at like a normal time for a lot of people, like in the States, like evening time, or I have to do them in the morning, which doesn't work for everybody. Maybe, people at work checking out the stream in their car or something. But I'd rather not do them in the morning. I guess it's not terrible. When I wake up, I check out some streams if I have the day off or whatever, but I think evening is best. But I'm in Japan, and I chose to be in Japan, and I'm pretty happy I'm in Japan. I'm not going to get political, but looks like over there in the West there's a lot of stuff going down that I'm kind of happy I'm not going to be like directly involved in. So, but I'm here to help with whatever, So I shake sometimes. It shakes my table. That's what's going on. I got to stop. So I'm from okay. So Canada, depending on where in Canada, you will be in the same time zone as New York. I think, yeah, it depends where in Canada. I think like the eastern side of Canada is the populated side, and I guess it goes out there in the west, like the Icelands of Canada or the plains or whatever. But I'm not sure how populated it is. So chances are you're evening time right now. The entirety of Reddit is against. Yeah, I should check Reddit, man. I should check Reddit more, man. I always forget about Reddit. There's probably some gold mine posts on Reddit I could be like making like real good video content on. Thank you for reminding me, Nerdfan GQ101. What's up, Tommy? Tommy is a long-standing YouTube modding out a bunch of channels. Thank you for stopping by, Tommy. Tommy's almost on 500 subs. I think he was on 500, but YouTube's taken off subs for all us creators. I used to think people just complained and for whatever reason they were losing subs, but it's real. They're actually unsubbing people, so it could be that they're cleaning out dead accounts, unused accounts, but they didn't say anything. So for all we know, they're just getting rid of people, and it's kind of very irritating. Because at one point, if you guys notice, this channel was gaining, I don't know, 100 subs every day or 2 or 3 or something. Then now it's sitting on like the same number for like a month. So, I'm pretty much gaining as much as I'm losing. It's just like going like this back and forth. So it's very frustrating. But these things happen. You just got to keep pushing on, throwing videos out there. And that's it. So I got 73 people. Wow. I wish I had some kind of like other YouTuber. One of these people answered me. That Umbrella guy said he'd do a live at some point, but we can't hook it up. He's got a kid, and I got a bunch of kids. I got so many kids that I'd never have another one. I want to support the channel, check out some cool merch, and then think, yeah, thank you very much, John. My merch, as a warning, is not very good, but it does support. It's like a mug with my EH thing. I had a Johhny Depp mug up there. People got mad, like, don't use Johhny for, monetizing yourself. So I looked up the laws, and you can actually use Johhny Depp on your personal merch if you don't use his actual photograph. So if you have like a cartoon of Johhny or something like that, it's legal. It's fine. I talked to somebody about the law who knows, who does this for a living, and at one point I might put up another Johhny Depp mug. And if people get pissed, people get pissed. I mean, that's that. But it's totally legal, and I'll probably do it at some point, like a nice black and white cartoony Johhny Depp, not his actual face. Because I understand people say don't use his actual face. I totally get that. It is a little weird. So, but a cartoon Johhny, I see nothing wrong with that. Okay. So yeah, please sub to whatever channel this is. I'm not sure. I can't see. And yeah. Callie, right. We appreciate the effort you put in. Yeah, thank you very much. I mean, I won't say I go totally unrewarded. The channel does make some little money here and there. So, it gives me a social life because I can't actually physically leave my house too much because of what and because of my hectic family life. What's up, Lisa? Thank you so much for that super chat. This is not tonight. This is morning for me, and Charlie is someplace else. I can't say. I don't want to say where Charlie is because, believe it or not, sometimes people watch what I'm saying from my real life and bother me about it. And some people also bother Charlie about it because Charlie's got like a very similar life to me. Family structure, people watching him, breathing down our neck. It's really like a dictatorship here in Japan. I mean, it's a great country. Everything's nice, but people really like sweat like every little detail of things you do. So, but Charlie's not here, but I'll probably do a live with Charlie at some point. I don't know, sometime soon. He's fun. Charlie's fun. But Charlie's been going out more in his nightlife because I'm not sure exactly why. Maybe he'll explain, but he's going out a little bit more, and I don't want to cut into his time doing things. Yeah, I don't think Johhny would mind the mugs. Yeah, he'd probably be pretty cool with it. I mean, especially if Johhny saw this channel, which he might have, and Johhny would probably be like, yeah, all right, this guy's got mugs of me. It's like a cartoon black and white sketch. He's, making like $3 a mug every like week or something. I don't think Depp would care, you know. I really don't have one negative thing to say about Johhny Depp. So, um, yeah, he'd probably be fine with it. I think they're messing with anyone they think is going against their ideals or whatever their algorithm. Yeah, it's not just Amber Heard videos. It's all videos, political video, not all videos. I mean all videos that basically aren't like super liberal and left swinging are getting demonetized. Some taken down outright. There's not too much actual censorship because I've seen some pretty risque topics, slip through. But yeah, there's definitely certain things. What's up, John? Just dropping by for a minute and showing support. Yeah, we gotta get on a live stream at some point, man. I don't know. I'll get on. I want to get on. So John Matrix is doing political stuff. He's also got a sports channel. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about with sports, but you know, if I got on a live with him with political stuff, I'd love to talk about it because, as you guys know, here I've kept this channel entertainment and pop culture, so I don't get into politics. We've got a very split audience here. So, right, liberal videos are okay with YouTube, not conservative views, which is pretty much censorship. So if they were censoring both, it would be pretty bad if they censored both sides, but they're only really censoring conservatives. So if you're conservative or not, if you're conservative or not, you should not be okay with people censoring things. Okay? Joe Biden and Kamala Harris themselves should be like, look, we don't like Trump, we hate Trump, but he should not be censored. He has the right to speak. This is a free country. But they're not saying that. So we've got a problem. I don't think they're saying that. If they say that, somebody let me know, but I don't think they're saying that. So it doesn't matter your political point of view. Everybody should be on the side of free speech and open media. Hillary Clinton's always like, Trump attacks the free press, the free press, the free press. But wait a minute. They're actually censoring the other side and at the same time saying the other side's attacking the press. It's ridiculous. Okay, anyway, that's the stuff I'd love to talk about in John's channel. Maybe we'll work it out one day. But thank you for that $5, man. And if you guys want to, see some politics, check out John Matrix. Just a cool guy anyway. So, okay. He's just dropping by. But I do the same thing to John. I just drop by. I say I'm just dropping by. But I'm always at work. He's probably sitting there and, having a nice evening with his wife being like, I don't want to go watch any more Entertainment Hacker right now. Actually, not Entertainment Hacker anyway. Okay. Thank you, John. I got your back at some point. So, gotta move on. I think Johhny watched your videos for sure because he follows Incredibly Average on Instagram, who did analyze. Yeah. So that's the thing. So Johhny Depp does follow Incredibly Average on Instagram. So he probably, if he just checked a couple of people Incredibly Average is following on Twitter or something like that. Brian does follow me on Twitter, so Johhny would possibly be able to find me through Brian. It's a long shot, but it's not impossible. Look, Johhny Depp, I'm not sure how busy he is. He's just a guy who listens to rock music and chills out and, has some wines and maybe a J or something. So if he's just scrolling through the internet for like an hour, if he types in his own name or Amber Heard, my videos come up. The usual suspects, that Umbrella guy, a couple of smaller channels come up, Darth News, Tristan comes up, we all come up. He might have clicked on it, so I hope so. As you guys know or don't know, Doug Stanhope actually answered one of my tweets. He responded to one of my tweets, sent me a link. So Doug Stanhope has seen my Twitter account. And you never know. But I don't think that Johhny Depp is ever going to come down and have a conversation. I saw Stevie J had Peter Ellis, one of the actors from Pirates of the Caribbean, is live. So you can get these actors. And my friend Orville Nation has a lot of like actors and showrunners from sci-fi. So you can get these people on lives, but I think at a certain level of their fame, they kind of think, well, do I really want to be seen on this like small YouTube channel with this guy? So we'll see. I'd love to get Doug Stanhope on here. MG, thank you so much for that super chat, and I appreciate it. It's a super sticker, actually. So I'm gonna let Zach on the live. We're gonna let Zach on. I'm not sure. I'm sure you guys maybe know Zach. Zach comes on a few lives here. But okay. I'm not down. I'm always nervous because I'm always like doing things where I might get caught. Like this live could end at any time because I could get a phone call from somebody. Something happens with one of my kids. My wife could just walk in. Her sister-in-law lives like downstairs. She could just walk in. So I'm never actually comfortable hanging out, doing a live. I'm always like kind of like Big Brother. My life is really like Big Brother. So, I'm always like watching my back. Something could always go wrong. I'm very rarely just chilling, comfortable, a couple of hours ahead, as much sleep as I want. I'm always on the edge, so it really sucks. But yeah, there's the cat. So I'm sure you guys could see it, but thank you very much, MG. And it's appreciated. It's appreciated. Not gonna lie, it helps the channel. It's great support. So yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay. So yeah, we got 90 people. So let's see if we could get into this. Oh, that's not it. Those are my DMs. Okay. Nothing really private there. Just a couple links and people I sent DMs to, but not exactly what we want to see. So I'm going to try to find the incredibly average tweet right now. Okay, here it is. Here it is. Okay. So you guys, I guess you could see that. So let me put myself on the screen, and I'm going to make a video on this. So we'll see how that goes. And like as you guys know, Incredibly Average is on YouTube, and he hasn't uploaded a lot, so I like to follow him on Twitter. So let's see what we got here. So can you let me know if you guys could see that? Because it's like looks really small on my screen. So it says, I've just had enough tonight to keep going. Just the right amount of pettiness, I think. Happy holidays. So that's from, as you guys know, Incredibly Average from December 24th. That's like 3 days ago. So this person here, Angela, says, I have supporters and... Oh, wait. She says, so she's not allowed to have supporters and friends and people who stand up for her the same way this post is for Johhny Depp. So what she's saying is that, so people can't stand up for Amber Heard. Well, they have the right to. I've seen awful things written and said about her, and that's okay. It is okay because she's awful and she does awful things and she's a criminal. Seems a little narcissistic to me. But hey, I'm just a never was too. So Brian says to Angela, she sure is allowed to have that, and I'm allowed to say how I feel about it. See how that works. Yeah. So basically Brian's saying like, legally she can have those things said about her, but he has the right to criticize the people defending her. And they shouldn't say that you're, negative or narcissistic if you want to criticize Amber Heard. So then she goes on to say, wow, I can't believe people are still posting on this comment. Okay, comment. There's no way I'm reading the book you wrote. I guess I hope people start living their own lives and stop idolizing celebrities who they have no clue how they actually live or who they are. It's such a waste of time. I'm not going to respond any further. So if you want to waste your time, go ahead, weirdos. So basically, we have no idea Amber Heard got arrested twice. We have no idea she abused Johhny Depp. We have no idea that she, I'm just going to say it, butted up with some men to get in some movies. We have no idea she said some, unnecessary things about white folk, which she did. And, so there's that. And my point is, when I criticize Amber Heard, I know what she did. We know exactly what she fucking did, so we could criticize her. And yet you sought this out and felt the need to comment the first place. I'm sorry you didn't get the warm welcome you're probably used to, and then the need to resort to an ad hominem name calling. Thank you for not responding further. Good choice. Merry Christmas. Okay. So, yeah. So I kind of like seeing Brian come down and answer comments and, get into it with people, so, that's kind of nice. Then she says, I'm just so very glad I have a better way to do. Hold on. I'm just so very glad I have a way better things to do. See, people mess up their grammar and I mess up in videos and people are like, how come you mess up so much? Because it's all right. So basically, she says I have better things to do. Brian responds, better things to do, and yet here you are. You are a special kind of self-absorbed, aren't you? Take care, princess. So yeah, Brian gets little fighting him once in a while. I didn't really realize, which is cool because that's, I guess, something I would do. Totally. That's why I spend all my time creating hate group in some strange effort to stand up for people whom I've never met. You, my friend, are self-absorbed and need to seriously try harder to bash me because I can't be offended by a person I have zero respect for. Good for you. Want to put any more eyes in that comment, and I'm not your friend. You could only be so lucky. So she's basically saying that, Amber Heard shouldn't be criticized. What do you know about Amber Heard? Well, we know a lot of shit about Amber Heard. And the way we know about Amber Heard is because she doesn't shut up about herself, and she doesn't stop making mistakes about what she's doing, and she doesn't stop putting information out there for us to criticize. So if Amber Heard kept her mouth shut, we wouldn't know so much about her. But on Amber Heard's own fault, we know a lot about her. So this person, Angela Marie, is actually an idiot, and those are my thoughts on it. Let me get back to chat for a minute. See if Zach got here. Okay, no, he didn't. Anyway. Okay, I saw Sunny actually sent me one more super chat. Thank you so much. I can never do a live on my channel because my British husband is too busy gaming and swearing all night. Well, Sunny, you support this channel, so if you want to send me in a Twitter DM your channel link, I will give that to you. Let's see. Love your broadcast. We got my uncle. So this is my Uncle David. He's been in the live before. We talk politics too, but as I said here, no, I'll hint on politics, but I won't get into it. But yeah, I don't know. It's important. Politics are important these days because I think there's definitely more than meets the eye. I don't think the world is just what you're seeing in the news and what people think, and everything's going to progressively go along, nice. And I think there's going to be some strange days ahead. But this is not the channel to talk about that on. So I got 100 people, and I meant to call my uncle. And see, this is what I'm talking about. This is exactly what I'm talking about. I was supposed to do something for my uncle, which I will actually do. It's important. But now he sees me doing a live, and he knows I'm doing a YouTube live instead of doing the important thing, which is what could happen with my wife. So if you guys see what I'm saying, somebody said I look down. I'm not down. I'm just always looking over my back. I'm always being watched. I mean, I guess it's part of what YouTube is, but I didn't really plan on it being like this. I figured I have my channel and my geeky friends and things watching the channel and subscribers, not like everyone I know breathing down my neck for everything. Oh God, it's rough. My advice is, if you think that you wouldn't like the married life and having kids, you probably won't. You probably know yourself. But, nobody says, I'm going to get married. It's probably not going to work out for me. Everyone says it's going to be different for me. I know my wife. I know her. I know her. So, yeah. Well, don't sweat it. Put the guilt away. Not sure I'm guilty. I'm just nervous that I'm going to get interrupted, basically. So I don't like to get interrupted, man. Waiting for some guests, too. So, all right. Let's see. What's up, Ronan? But anyway, David, if you wait up, when this is over, I'm going to give you a call. I just couldn't give you a call I did give you a call this morning. You didn't pick up. So I called about 8 people or messaged 8 people. I think, I don't know, one of them got back to me. Now my uncle got back to me now, so I'm not so popular. Sonny's channel. Thank you, man. Yes, Sonny, thank you for the donation. It's much appreciated. If you guys want to jump over, give Sonny a sub. I haven't checked her channel myself. I didn't know she had one. I don't know exactly what's her channel, but she's a great supporter here. So, She's on the side of justice for Johhny. Definitely check her out. Definitely check her out. And I said that twice, and I think we're good. So, Tommy, so many people want to have their cake and eat it too. No realization that there are consequences. Yeah, I don't think it's consequences. And see, we're actually kind of in a weird way talking about Johhny because the big elephant in the room is like, well, why did he actually marry Amber Heard? And I think, one of the answers is going to be is that, it was different in his mind before he got married, you know? So there's also theories that she kind of forced it upon him with blackmail and things. I don't know, man. I don't think you could actually force someone to marry you, though. I think in some way you've got to be, consentful and go along with it, right? Like she can't actually say you have to marry me. I don't know. There are theories out there. I just don't know enough about them. But some people say that. I don't know. But let's assume that Johhny Depp did actually think he was going to marry her and have a life with her. I'm sure, there's things he didn't know about her. And I think there's things you'll never know about somebody if you've known them for 10 years. But then once you're married, then those things start coming out because then that's it. It's like we're married now. So now those things, can come out. Or sometimes they have to come out based on whether you're going to have kids or not, buy a house together or not, and things like that. So you feel like you know that person. You're like, I know them. They're different. It's going to work for me. But you don't know them because you don't know the after marriage person. And that's just life. That's how it works. I'm convinced of it. I've seen it with like dozens of friends over time and time again. Some of it does work out, obviously. But, as we see from, I don't know, two of my friends here now, they're down with their marriages, and my wife's friend and Johhny Depp. And yeah, it's tough. It's tough. I think humans are meant to be free, not to be tied to someone who wants them to do things 24/7 that they don't want to do. Okay. What's up, Zach?
What's up, John? How you doing?
I'm always nervous I'm going to get interrupted because I don't have a free life, which is what I was just talking about. I complain, but I don't know. I think, as long as you're not some rich celebrity, you could complain. We don't like when celebs like Amber Heard complain about things,
Yeah.
Like Amber Heard, what Amber Heard said is she's like, I can't go a day without seeing some, rich white guy not complain. I haven't seen too many rich white guys complain, actually. I mean, people complain, but not more than anyone else.
That's a bizarre statement. I'm not exactly sure what to attribute that to. I think there's something psychological with a statement like that because I would never say a thing like that.
Yeah,
I would never care. Yeah, well, number one, I would not characterize a group of people based on race and gender. What is she doing? Right. What is she doing? Right. I'll tell you what. The next reporter who talks to her and she makes one of these remarks, ask her, who specifically are you talking about?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I said. About? That's what I said. Who exactly is she talking about? What I said was she just makes, not just her, but Brie Larson, they make general statements about, white dudes. And the thing is, like, I'm part Romanian, Russian, and Polish. Yeah, I'm white, but those are like very, very diverse backgrounds. So who are you talking about? You know what I mean? That's why it's actually racist. And I'm gonna be more vocal about it. The last 4 years I've seen these things, and I don't want to sit back and just Got a super chat from Sonny again. So Sonny, thank you very much, and I can't thank you enough. Yeah, I know we do totally different topics, and I appreciate the shout out, but I know we love Johhny and can't stand Amber Heard, and I'll support. Yeah, look, Sonny's got a channel. She supports me. She sends me like $6, $7 all the time. So what I'm saying is, give her some support because she's supporting a channel that supports, the things we stand for. So, absolutely, just give her a sub. Helps pump up numbers, and I'm happy to support you if you support me. So it's the least I could do. It's the least I could do. So, and if you actually want to jump on here to have a chat, you can. I'll have a little chat if you want. I do that sometimes. Zach actually has been doing lives longer than me that I got influenced by, and Zach always had people come on just in the chat. Sometimes it backfires, but I think we're open to guests.
I still remember a couple of those incidents.
Anna Vanessa Rabala, if I'm saying that right, has it right actors can pull off any deception of the heart. Okay, so maybe he's talking about what I said about Amber Heard before
Hmm.
and how she just might have charmed Johnny Depp. It's not totally clear what happened. You know what I mean? So and I think it's the one thing Johnny fans don't like to talk about, like how come he actually married her, because you might get into some kind of a mistake he made, which is he's only human,
Well,
and God
yeah.
knows men make mistakes with marriages, so do women, but just saying we're talking about men in this case, so
Well, the decision in that regard, the buck stops with him, but
Mhm.
every situation has good and bad. Okay. So I'm sure there were good components to
Mhm.
whatever was going on there. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? For him to pull the trigger and to commit to marriage is a big deal. It's
Mhm.
a big deal for anybody, but especially for a guy with his wealth and his platform. So I'm sure there had to be some appealing things about her. In terms of perception, I don't know if an actor can totally fake um, a relationship. I don't know if that's possible. I'm
Mhm.
sure you can fake part of it, but I would think there would be some things that you could pick up on that would give little certain red flags. So maybe that's a failure of perception.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, like I said before, like when you're in a relationship with somebody, like, you know, the future you imagine is pretty much always different than what it is. I mean, not in every single case. Some relationships, like high school sweethearts or what maybe you keep going on. We've seen successful relationships, but I think a lot of the time it's not what you imagine. The person's not who you imagine because when you're, getting to know that person, you're not actually letting everything out because you want them to think, things about you. So,
Yeah, yeah, I would agree.
and everyone's human. We've all got flaws, so you're probably gonna save like your worst flaws for last for the person. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And that last comes after you're married. After you're married, that last comes
Mhm.
out. So, thank you very much, Diamond Knight. Nice to see you. Diamond Knight's been on the live before, so I appreciate that, and I appreciate the support. It's a super sticker. You guys could see it, and I can't because, you know, I've got my studio open here. I can't see the actual chat right now, but I'm sure it's a nice sticker. I'm sure it's a cool sticker, and that is much appreciated. Much appreciated. But
It
yeah,
is a cup
I
of
don't know if
coffee.
Diamond Knight has a channel. I'm not sure. If you have a channel, you could feel free to put that in there. You know what? I'm gonna make her a mod right now. I like to make certain people mods when I can, and I'm sure Diamond Knight would probably like to be a mod. So, okay, it's a cup of coffee. Thank you so much. Add moderator. Diamond Knight, you're now a moderator. If you have a channel, feel free to pump it, and I much appreciate that. $3.99.
So I actually do have something to report to you,
Okay.
and hopefully I won't get um, attacked by the comments here. Okay.
Okay.
I did some recon. I watched the first two episodes of The Stand.
Oh, okay. Okay. No, look, it's good to have people watch it to give honest opinions on it. Because if nobody watches it, then we don't know. So, okay.
Okay, so here's the deal, John. Is we've got a tremendous supporting cast. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it's an ensemble cast. I mean, there's no other way to put it. There's not really a main character yet. I'm not sure if they're going to bring somebody as the main character, but you follow different little groups of people. And Amber Heard's character is really not all that noticeable. She has a couple of scenes in episode 2, but for the most part, we are following other characters. And I was trying to, because I don't remember any of her acting. When I think of Aquaman, I don't remember a scene with her. I only seen it once or twice, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to judge her acting, and there's nothing special there. I mean, she's no great talent.
Oh, she's
Um,
horrible. She can't even act like, you know, I don't know. I don't know. She's
but
hard. Let's just say for now she's horrible. I'll get back to that.
Okay, but the show is intriguing. I mean, you have J.K. Simmons, who you may know,
Well, yeah,
plays the
look.
general. That guy's amazing. Some great little character parts and stuff like that. So
Mhm.
it's intriguing. I like the post-apocalyptic stuff. Amber Heard, I mean, she's okay. She was okay in the
Right.
part, nothing special, nothing memorable. I'm not gonna.
Right. She's just okay. Okay. Look, she's just like a dead average. There's nothing. I've seen worse actresses. She's dead average. She's just like put her out there and she acts the part. And okay, like
Well,
if you
she,
didn't know who she was without the Johnny Depp involvement, you'd probably be like, okay, you wouldn't hate her. You'd be like, oh my god, she's terrible. You'd be like, all right, you wouldn't notice her, right? She's just like an average actress. Hold on, I gotta get this chat. His
okay,
mom abused him the same way. I guess she means Johnny Depp's mom abused Johnny Depp the same way Amber Heard abused. Um, right? So I guess sometimes I don't know, but I think I'm pretty confident to say that sometimes even negative experiences from your childhood can, for
yeah,
some reason, attract you to a person. So
sure.
like so
That's
maybe
like some psychology stuff.
yeah.
Well, let me put it to you this way: when I watched the first episode with the general of The Stand, J.K. Simmons' character, I felt like I was watching the general. I did not feel like I was watching J.K. Simmons acting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he became the character. He's just such a good actor. He brought all that to it and became the character. You're watching a character. When I'm watching Amber Heard, it's like I'm watching a chick acting.
Right.
That makes
Right.
sense.
In her head, she's saying, "I'm acting now. I'm acting now. I'm acting now." You could tell, right? Hold
I'm
on, I
not
gotta get to this. I gotta get to this $10 from Angela. And Angela, thank you so much. And Angela has been supporting the channel before. It is much appreciated. And she says that Amber's acting is garbage. Johhny should have just dated her and moved on, but she seems so clinging, desperate, and manipulative. She love bombed him until she got what she wanted. Yeah, I mean, garbage is a great way to describe her acting. That's fair. I mean, you can say that average acting is garbage. Because look,
Mhm.
if you have a movie
Yeah,
like Aquaman or The Rum Diaries, you don't want an average actor in those movies. So I mean, average acting actually is kind of garbage because you want better, you want like high quality acting in,
yeah.
like high quality TV shows and like The Stand by Stephen King, even if she's average, that's garbage. You
Well,
don't
she
want an
is
average
average.
actor in,
Um,
The Stand.
yeah, I mean, you can tell it's just a chick acting. There's no real star power to her. There's no like grit because we have a tremendous female actress in the first episode who is
Mhm.
just outstanding. I've never seen her before, so I can't remember her name, but the main female actress in the first episode really kills it.
Mhm.
So there's good and there's bad acting. Um, J.K. Simmons, a lot of these other guys, your serial killer dude, lead creepy guy, was
Mhm.
great. Your other dude was fantastic with the brown hair. You've got these great little character parts of characters who do one or two episodes who are great. The doctor was fantastic. But I'll let you guys know. I'll let you know, John, next time I see you, what happens with her.
Okay, I got one more from Megan here, and Megan is a member, and it's much appreciated. Megan is in my credits at the end, which I have to desperately redo, but it takes a little time, and I just don't always get to it. So Megan, let me see. I got to shrink you for a second, Zach, so I could put her super stick on the screen. Although everyone can see it, I'll do it anyway. Here's her little raccoon. Ooh, it went in focus. It went in focus. Here's a little looks like a fox. So thank you so much, Megan. The support is appreciated. And anybody, who's a member or whatever, who wants like a shout out for a website or whatever, just let me know and you guys got it. So, I mean, anybody could get a shout out, but if you're actually supporting, then you should get it. So, but anyway, what's up, Jen? How are you doing? Nice to see you. Jen's been on the live before. Jen's husband, I think, likes The Last Jedi, so I always wanted to have a talk with Jen's husband. So,
Well, it's
you know.
funny. This year at all the Christmas parties, everybody, not that I had any, right? COVID free PC, right? Not that we
Don't
had
say
any.
that. You got to see the beer bug, man, because my last stream got demonetized.
Oh, I'm sorry. well, not that we
Yeah.
had any Christmas parties, but if we had, we were all talking about the Mandalorian, right? All the guys were talking about the Mandalorian, football, whatever. But Mandalorian came up, and eventually Star Wars came up, the sequel trilogy, and I was sitting there telling everybody all the little problems with it, and I think I converted some people.
Okay, oh, that's great. That's what I'm out to do. I mean, as you know, because we've known each other for a while. This channel used to
Yep.
be a different type of subject. I now do celebrities more so than Star Wars and pop culture. But I'm never gonna bend. I'm never gonna say, oh, Disney trilogy, yeah, not so bad, guys. Even if half my audience likes it, even if like 90% of my new subscribers for Johnny and celebrity stuff like The Last Jedi, I hate it. I'm never ever gonna bend on that. You know, I absolutely hate it. So
Yeah.
if you got
Yeah.
another
Well,
one from Sunny. Sonny, it's much appreciated. Owe you. I owe you. I am in your debt. I have an older sister who is a replica of Amber Heard, and the men are blinded by their outer beauty and forget to see their inner beauty and then realize it's because they didn't have any. Well, so Amber Heard, I think in her 20s, yeah, she was good looking. There's no doubt about it. She was good looking. She was pretty hot. But she slowly, well, 50K in surgery, by the way, $50,000 in surgery, by the way. But
for
anyway, yeah, it's well documented. But
where
anyway, what's that?
surgery? Where?
On her face.
Really?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
$50,000. It's well
Continue.
documented by a YouTuber who specializes in celebrity surgery. But
Okay.
anyway, yeah, I mean, but the thing is, Johhny was when he met her like 52. So, like, when you're a younger guy, you're like, look, looks are important. They were for me. It was the first thing you see. Like, humans are visual creatures, right? We
Mhm.
judge by our eyes. But when you're 52, are you really looking for someone who's like hot? Like, shouldn't there be like more to the person? That's why I think it was really more psychological for him, and that was part of it.
Well,
I'm
I,
sure.
I think men are more visual creatures than women are.
Both, but yeah, yeah, I agree. I agree. Yeah.
But yeah, you make an interesting point. I didn't know about the plastic surgery. I'm against plastic surgery in general. I
Right.
mean, I think it makes you look worse usually no matter what.
Well, if you're born with something you have to correct that's not normal, that's
Like what?
absolutely.
Like like what if your nose is sideways, right?
Yeah,
Like
like what if
yours
it's like
is
an
forward?
abnormal, if it's an abnormal shape, that you know what I mean? If your ears are like too big,
I
something.
mean, look at Michael Jackson's nose was disgusting, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I think usually it doesn't work out well. And as you get
Yeah.
older, it gets worse. Like Mickey Rourke. Have you seen what that guy looks like?
No. Well,
Yeah.
here's the thing. I'm not against it. If anyone wants to do that, I think that's their right to do it. I couldn't be against it. If you're not happy with the way you look, I'd say it's a little unsettling because who knows what it's going to turn into when you get older. You know what I mean? If it's actually plastic, like actually. But no, I'd say if someone wants to do it, more power to. I've had people subscribers here who have had it done. I mean, yeah, nothing wrong with that. Like when I posted that video on Amber Heard, yeah, I probably got 400 comments or something, and there were some people saying like, we don't judge her on having that plastic surgery, but let's just keep in mind she wasn't originally hot. Originally, she was.
Well, let me look it up. How long ago was this?
Well, she's had it throughout the course of her career, so. But wait, I got one. I got a super chat from Tommy. For all you do, thank you so much, man. And Tommy, of course, feel free to put your channel in the chat. Definitely sub to Tommy. Really great guy. He makes like lightsaber videos, and he's got a guinea pig. I think it's just one. So, definitely check it out. Just a fun guy all around, very supportive. So, yeah, I can't thank you enough, man. And when you get monetized, I definitely got your back. But Tommy's working up to 500, so he needs a little way to go, but I got your back when you get there, man. Much
Well,
appreciated.
my advice would be just buy a channel.
Okay. you
That's
you
my
can do
advice.
that. Well, I
Yeah,
don't think he's not super serious. He's serious. He loves his hobby, but he's not really going for like 10K, 20K. He's, kind of a hobby YouTuber, I think.
well, I felt like I could buy one just because, as you
Mm-hmm.
know, I built one from scratch. I did it,
Mm-hmm.
before the apocalypse. Nowadays, it's so tricky.
No,
It
I
is
know.
so
I know.
tricky.
Yeah.
I mean, John, how long did it take you to get to where you are now?
Well, a lot of that was my fault. Okay. So it took me. This is like going on the third year of 12, and I'm going towards 13,000. I should have 13K because, as you know, YouTube takes away subscribers. So over the years, I lost about 400 that I know of. So, but look, like the first half of the channel got to about 1,800 in like a year and a half. Then when I started doing Johhny videos, it got to 12.5 thousand. And the reason is topic. We were not doing the right topics. We were doing
You
topics
were.
that had already been taken up, you
Well,
know?
okay, but there was an interest in your old topic.
There was, but not in the same way. The interest was shared by, like you've told me, was
Hmm.
shared by other bigger channels that were.
Yep,
You said competition's killing us,
it
and
is.
it was
It was.
because
Yeah, it
they
was.
were taking up all the feed, right?
Mhm.
So, but I got into this one kind of early, right? There weren't like too many other. So now once I got into it, now my channel comes in the feed when you type in Amber Heard and Johhny Depp. Just like if you do political videos now, like John Talks started doing Joe Biden videos out of nowhere, but he was successful
Well,
because he
he's not
started
even
doing them
in them.
early. What's that?
He's not even in the videos.
Right, he's not even in the videos, but what he did was he got something that was highly searched for and was in the feed. So when you type in Joe Biden, John's videos come up. And he got 45,000 subscribers in like 2 months from that with
Jo-
no algorithm on the topic.
well, John talks was more similar to John plays a clip.
Yeah. Well, yeah. All I'm saying is it's topic, okay?
Not a lot
Because
of talking.
it's all topical. Because if he started Amber Heard versus Johnny Depp when he started Joe Biden, he'd do good, but not that good. He wouldn't get 1 million views per a couple of videos. Because he'd have to work in. He'd be working upwards towards it. You know what I mean? So anyway, my point is all about topic. So you
Hmm.
know, but I don't disagree with you. Look, there's YouTube channels that nobody's using. So if they're gonna be, could buy one for like $500, nobody's using, already monetized.
Less.
Why go through 4,000 hours of the viewership you need to get it monetized? Just buy it. It's cool. It's just sitting there anyway. So
Well, and it's more appealing if you look at a channel and there's already a pre-established number, you're more likely to join. Why would you sub to somebody with 15? You'd be
right.
way more likely to sub to somebody with 10,000. Just a little advice, guys, and it is profitable. You can definitely go in there, turn around a dead channel, and make your money back very quickly.
Got one from Julia. Thank you so much for the $5 in euros. I think that's euros. I'm so bad at those at the currency. Much appreciated. Hope you had a great Christmas. I'm late, so we'll watch it back. Okay, yeah, I did have a good Christmas. I got a Nintendo Wii for my kids. See? I'm sorry, a
Oh, that's
Switch.
nice.
Yeah,
That's
we're
good.
we're Switch now. Hold on. Let me see. So yeah, you guys see, you got a Mario Party, right? So I gotta admit, I
I
kind
like
of bought it for
Mario.
myself also. Yeah, I bought it for myself also, but
Yeah, I like Mario. Mario's good.
yeah,
I like the go-kart one. Mario.
yeah, Mario Kart. That's the one.
Mario
But Julia,
Kart. Yeah, I like.
thank you so much. And if you need to write a picture, Julia, just we want to see your face. We want to see your face. That would be great. Let's see, Diamond. I think Diamond wants to say something. Wait, did I get another one from Sunny? Is this a new one? Yeah, Sunny, you're too good to me. I can't thank you enough. Can't thank you enough. I'm gonna have to give you a nice shout out in a video. It's hard to put into words in a super chat. Zach is correct. Men think in a totally different way, mostly than women do. She clearly has issues. She's clearly a narcissist and clearly a user. I agree. I couldn't agree more. I think women think differently. I think there's like a middle that we meet in as far as like
Mhm.
basic common sense. But
Oh,
women do think differently.
well,
So
okay.
in Japan, there's a guy who walks around and interviews women on the street. And he interviewed women and said, "What do you want to do for a living?" And a lot of them said, "I want to be a housewife." He said, "Why?" He's like, and they said, "I want an easy
Wow.
life."
Wow.
Flat out. Japanese women will say that. I want an easy life. And that's what I was thinking. Don't a lot of women be like, well, I want to be a housewife because I want an easy life? And the answer is fucking yes. Of course they do. I'd like to be that. I
Well,
wish I had someone to work. And they say that right out. And, it seems like in the West over there's all these things about, men and women should be equal. Well,
well,
now they say men should actually be considered women and things like that, But Japanese women will tell you straight out, I want to be a housewife. I want to have kids, look after my kids, and have a happy, easy life. There's nothing wrong with
that
saying that.
well, that word no longer exists out here, which is fine, which is totally fine. But that's a very interesting cultural difference because um, it's not like that out there, and I'm not necessarily looking for that either. You know,
Right.
um, I think it's nice to have somebody who is at your level in terms of ambition. You know what I mean? So that's definitely an interesting cultural difference for sure.
Oh, yeah, well that's the thing. Okay, so here's the thing. Like actually my uncle is in the chat and I'm not going to reveal names, but somebody my uncle and I know who is very close to us said, I'm not looking for money, but I want somebody on the same level as me. Like you don't want
Sure.
to marry someone who's like totally whacked out of your level, like
Mhm.
Johnny Depp married Amber Heard. Johnny Depp is like, wait, I can't even get how much higher up Johnny is than Amber Heard, so obviously it's going to have a problem. If Johnny Depp married another actress who was like a millionaire, say, she wouldn't necessarily be like, I want his money, I want his money. She'd be like, okay, I have millions too, so I want this guy more like what he is. So it's not about the actual money and
Sure.
superficial values. It's about just having somebody on equal footing. So if your
Mhm.
lives go a different way or something comes up that you don't want to argue about, you've got your own way to handle it. And like I'm kind of on the lower end. Like my wife like did everything right. Well, she didn't move to a foreign country, but let's just, stick with it. She did everything right. I'm kind of lower than her as far as like social status and career and things, but it causes problems. Because once we're gonna, it's like, well, I gotta pay for this, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, I'm sorry, you married someone who's like slightly lower than you in certain capabilities, and it causes problems. Not because my wife married me for the money I have, but because the way that the social structure is, and the way
Well,
that we're
see,
capable of paying things that causes problems. It's not only about the money, is what I'm saying.
yeah, well, the other side of that coin is you pay for everything. You know, that's the other side of that coin.
Well, we split. Whose case are you talking about? We
Well,
split everything.
I'm saying the opposite of what you have would be if your
Oh,
wife
right, right, right,
worked,
right.
right, and
Mm-hmm.
you had to shoulder everything, get a second job. Is not necessarily a good deal for you.
Mm-hmm. Right, right, right. Yeah. I mean, it's a
But
tricky situation because it's international here, and I can't read the full language, so she's got to do pretty much all of like bills and taxes and things like that, which is obviously stressful. But you know, my point was that that comment was correct, and what Zach was said was absolutely correct. Is that you want to marry someone who's like kind of on a similar level of like mindset and career and ambition and things like that.
or
So
even or even a serious relationship. Absolutely. Yeah,
yeah, yeah. I mean, ultimately, serious relationships are called serious because they have the chance of, becoming a marriage. To be honest,
sure.
I mean that's the only difference. Like it's like, well, I'm serious. We're just gonna sleep together for 10 years and be serious, then we'll marry someone else later on in life. I mean, you only say it's serious because of the chance of marriage. You know what I
Well,
mean?
I've
So
seen
obviously
that
they go
too.
hand in hand.
I've
So
seen that situation too, and that's a weird one. That's definitely a weird situation, but I've seen it.
let's see. I have friends who went back to work as it's easier than staying home and playing housewife. I don't
I
know,
don't.
man. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. There's truth to that, but you got to ask yourself this: you live once. Who do you want to spend the time with? Kids that you love, or basically strangers you work with and bosses telling you what to do? It depends on your job, obviously. Maybe you're happy in your career, you're shooting for some kind of scientific career or some medical career or something, and it's better than being home. But if you're just gonna work some job to work some job, then I'd rather spend the time with my kids, raise them right. If they're sick, or talk to their teachers about their education and things. So unless you have some kind of specialized career, it's not a good idea to just go to work because you're bored at home. It's easier to work. So you know but work is easier than having kids. Not more than, I'm going to say two, especially three. Two is manageable. Once you have at least three, then work's definitely easier. Almost any job I could think of is easier than 3 kids. One is cake. One, no. Staying home for 1 kid, no. Go to work. 2, I'd say go to work. Once you get 3 kids, then yeah, work's easier, with exceptions. I mean, I never worked on a coal mine or went crab fishing or anything. You know what I mean?
I hear you. I hear you. Yeah, I mean, most jobs I've worked, you could do overtime and you could go and jump onto different projects and stuff like that, especially my last one. So instead of going home or doing this or that, you could put in more work and go down to a different location or do whatever. And that's a great feeling. That's a great feeling. Going out there and making money is a great feeling. So,
okay, let me put it to you this way. Here's a really easy physical analogy. When you're watching 3 kids, it's kind of like you're paralyzed. You don't have your hands. You can't do anything. You just have to keep watching them. Right? When you're at work, you have your hands free. You can at least move your hands and talk. You can do things. You're free to move around at work. You could go to the bathroom when you want. You could have a drink when you want. You could do things when you want. When you've got 3 kids, you can't. It's like you're tied up. You can't touch the phone when you want. You can't even use the toilet when you want. When you're at work, it's easier because you just one person. You just do what you want. You move freely. That's the difference.
So I don't have kids and I'm not married, but I have a feeling that when or if that day comes where I have children, I will be more authoritarian than you as a parent.
Maybe. I think you don't know how you'll be. You have no idea till it comes out. You can't say, I'll be like this. You won't. You don't know how it's going to be. You just don't know.
Well, I do because I know what I need for myself.
Yeah, so did everybody. But when you have kids, that changes.
Well, I'm sure it does, but I'm not going to be where I can't go to the bathroom when I want. That's not going to happen.
No, that's going to fucking happen to you because that's what happens with 3 kids. You can't leave them alone because a 1-year-old touches something. Dude, if you turn your head for 15 seconds, I've had this happen to me. He touches something, he spills something, he gets hurt, he starts crying, you got to run check him. You can't be like, oh, my 1-year-old's crying, he got his hand caught in the door, I'm going to just go take a piss because I have to take a piss. No, you can't. You got to tend to him. Or your 2 kids are going to start fighting. They're going to start hitting each other. They're going to start punching each other. You got to break it up.
Put them in a cradle.
Yeah, I've done it. What about the other 2? What about the other 2?
Well,
I've been doing it. I mean,
I think 1. I think if I have kids, I want 1 kid.
Okay, so if you're talking about 1, like I've said, 1 is different.
Oh, okay.
I said 1 is different, 2 is different. Once you've got at least 3, then you can't really. You're not free to use your hands, and you're going to worry about them. Okay, so take the girl you've cared about the most in your life. Like I don't know if you've been in love. Take this girl and times that by 10, and that's how you feel worried about your kids and care about them. Times that by 10.
No, I understand that. But I need at the same time to have a little personal freedom.
So do I, but I can't because people keep calling me, asking me to do things.
You have some.
I have some, but it's very little. It's very, very little. Hold on, we're getting a little off topic here.
Interesting. Interesting.
Yeah, we'll get back to it. We're way off topic because Johhny and Amber actually don't have kids. So Elon Musk and Amber maybe have frozen kids, but we'll talk about that later. I need to go. Please take care. I'm blessed. Tell your wife, John, that you earned your keep. Yeah, thank you very much, Sonny. It's much appreciated. Like I said, if there's anything I could do for you, she's probably gone by now because we started getting into that little debate. But whatever you need, Sonny, let me know, and you got it. I am definitely in your debt. So, okay, I'm going to take a few things on kids. I'm going to move on. I have 3 kids as a single mom. As much as I love them, I love full-time nursery, laugh out loud, and I work with people, and conversation definitely depends on it depends on the job. I mean, I have nursery. Yeah. I was a single mom too. Yeah, single moms got to be really rough, because here's the thing, when you get a headache or you get nauseous or you just got to lie down, you can't be like, I just got to take a break for 15 minutes. You can't do that. So you really it's almost like you're a slave, almost like you're really like you can't take a break. It's not like even at a tough job where I need a break 5 minutes, boss, like, cigarette break, whatever, like, got to use a bit. You can't take a break. You just got to stay there. So as long as you've got 2 parents in the household, you could always give each other some kind of relief, but I can't imagine doing it alone. I couldn't do it. I'd fall apart. I don't know. But Okay. Tanya, thank you for stopping by. I'm seeing you guys in the chat. Witchy One, thank you so much. It's just not totally possible to get to every comment. So, Diamond Knight, I know you're still here. Lisa, Tommy, thank you guys so much. And John, you're a great responsible dad. I really am mostly responsible. Mostly responsible. But I'm old school. Look, I'm a musician, I'm an artist. I play guitar, I draw comics, I make videos, I do all kind of things that take time, and sometimes I take time for myself to do those things when I probably shouldn't because, you know, I'm staying out of the kids' conversation. Okay, we're not going to continue it for much longer because we got to stay on topic here. AH thought she could manipulate Musk the way she did Johhny Depp, and she almost succeeded. And I say almost because he came with a baggage of his own 5 kids and now 6, and his ex-wife, who's mother of his. Yeah, so Elon Musk and Amber Heard, there's a rumor, have frozen embryos. And I guess frozen embryos are going to be a thing. I think some countries like China and things are offering citizens money for frozen embryos or something because basically they don't want you to, have a happy family life. They want you to kind of be under their control and be single and be workers and, push levers. So, I don't know, but I heard that Amber Heard, and this would be like her, she wants like seed her little, how can I say, her little future plans in people. And Elon Musk is now, from what I hear, worth over 100 billion. So, I have no idea what's going on with him and Amber. It's all speculation, but I got to tell you, I don't hate Elon Musk. I do not hate him. I see things that he's doing and saying, and they're things I've agreed with for a very long time in my life. So I can't say I hate the guy. I'm just very, very skeptical and curious about his relation with Amber because she's like pretty much a Texas nobody, and he's like a elite world class billionaire. So I don't know. I'm open to hearing about it. We're about 1 hour in, and I'm just gonna keep chilling, keep going. It's about 10 o'clock here. I'll probably keep chilling till about 10:30, something like that. None of our Justice for Johhny YouTubers got back to me. That's okay though. They're mostly nice, but I think Zach has got him beat. Okay, so Spirited. So Les, I'm not gonna call her like long YouTube name, is not coming because she did one with Shelby. They do their own streams anyway, so you know.
I'd like to answer the question from Johhny.
Sure. Let me get to that. This one?
Yes.
Okay.
I would say with any relationship, both sides, both parties know something that is you wouldn't want public. Do you know what I mean? Right?
Yeah.
Like, so probably, yeah. And I'm sure that Johhny Depp has some nasty things on Amber Heard and vice versa. I think that's pretty standard, you know? Like, John, if you and your wife were in a big public thing, I'm sure you guys both would have a couple of things you could say, that would be impolite. You know what I mean?
Maybe. I'm a very transparent person, so most things are pretty out in the open for me. I mean, I step out and have a smoke once in a while, and people don't look at that so greatly in Japan. It's legal. It's not exactly what we think, but I mean, she could say something like that, but there's not too much. There's not. I've been very careful about it actually, because I've been thinking about what you just said throughout my life.
What?
If there was a breakup, what dirt she would have on me.
Very smart. Very
I've
smart.
been thinking about that, and there's not too much. I'm gonna put Zach's channel because we got like 150 people in here. So let me put Zach's channel in the chat so you guys could check it out. Outlaws. Okay. So you spell that with a CH? No, it's a K. Okay, I put Zach's channel in the chat, and we got one more from Sunny. So Sunny. Kay, I said I was leaving till you got on this topic. Laugh out loud, Zach. Dying laughing. Wait till you have kids. Yeah, Zach's. I'm not going to reveal your age if you don't want to, but Zach's a spring chicken. You'd definitely say that.
Okay.
You got your whole life ahead of you, so you know.
Well, very intelligent though. Very
Yeah,
intelligent.
yeah, yeah.
All
I
up here.
thought Zach was. There's a lot of people who thought Zach was 50 because he never used to show his face.
Yeah.
And you've got that very deep, very, very. You are an adult, but if you know what I mean, that very deep, like voice of like an older gentleman, basically.
Well, I mean, thank you. First of all, I mean, I assume that's like a good thing.
Yeah, it is a good thing. It's a very professional radio voice, and it's nothing wrong with it.
Okay. Well, yeah. Well,
I'm just a messenger, man. A lot of people I know who I've asked,
no, I've heard
including Josh, who you know is my friend, thought you were like
good
our
guy.
age.
Yeah, he's a
Yeah,
good guy.
people like
Uh,
that. You know what I mean?
yeah. Well, I've heard that before. I've actually done. I don't know if anybody gives a shit, but I've done 3 or 4 voiceover gigs.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, yeah, that's great. Yeah, you've told me about that. Yeah, it's great,
Mhm.
man.
So it's worked out okay. I mean, use what you got. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. So yeah, Sonny, thank you so much. You have definitely improved my holiday season. And once again, if you need anything, let me know. I'm right here. You could DM me on Twitter, shout out for your channel, whatever it is. Don't hesitate to ask. What's up, Helena? Thank you for the comments on the channel. I see you all the time. I get about 100 comments a day, maybe more. So a lot of hearts these days. I can't answer them all, but I see you all the time. So much appreciated. And Lisa, also thank you so much for the comments on the channel and support. And how do you say that? Magix M Mayhem. Thank you so much. See you at the channel also. So yeah, Justice, absolutely. And thank you, John, for stopping by. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I guess you could call it work. And am I a champ? Maybe in some ways. Some ways yes, some ways not. A low level champ, but yeah, maybe it's possible. Yeah, awkward silence. I'm not good at taking compliments.
I mean, should I respond to the fly comment?
Go ahead. Which I don't see
That
what
was
you mean.
making me laugh. Fly dot wavy.
I don't see it. You could just read it, I guess. I don't see it right now.
Okay. Well, yes, I
Oh,
do
I see
need.
it. This one?
Yeah. Well, look. I mean, yes, I do need time to go to the bathroom. That is a non-negotiable factor. Okay. I mean, I'm good at negotiating. So if I can devise a situation where I can have 2 or 3 hours to myself, I'll build me a ghetto little man cave in the back.
It depends on your situation. If you pay for everything, then you have to put your foot down. I don't pay for everything. We split everything. So in my case, but like I told you before, you're not going to want to be alone because you're going to want to be with them. You'll want to be alone sometimes, but not like, every night. You're
Yeah.
gonna have
Well,
to, put them to sleep. You have to read to them. Dude, teaching somebody a language, people think you have kids and they automatically learn how to speak and talk and do everything. You have to teach a human being everything about life. And that takes like the first 10 years. You know what I mean? Like, yeah,
well,
they'll learn how to talk, but they're not gonna learn what words mean, not gonna know the meanings of certain words, gonna have to work on that. You don't want your son to be an idiot mathematically. You gotta make sure,
yeah.
they could do math kind of right. You gotta make sure they kind of know things about the world, what they're seeing.
Plus minus
It's a
addition.
full-time job, basically,
Yeah. Well, I mean, what about the mother?
well, when your
That's like,
mother
that's like a
your
lot of it.
well, that's what I'm saying. So let's assume your wife worked in one of the busiest hospitals in America, and she hardly had a break, during her work, and she gets home. You can't ask her to take care of kids. She's got a really tough fucking job. If your wife just sits there as a housewife, it's totally different. But I'm not talking. I'm talking if your wife works, and not only works a really tough job. How can I ask her to take care of kids after that? I mean, once in a while, but not. I mean, usually not. Right? That just leaves me.
Well, what about weekends? Like, what do you do for
Weekends
weekends?
are worse than weekdays because the kids they're not at daycare. They're home from the second I get up. Weekends are the worst. They're terrible. Weekdays are much better. They go to sleep earlier because they have school, and on weekends it's just 24/7. So there's no win. Look, I think about this every fucking day. I think about this 24 hours a day.
Right.
There's no winning.
Okay.
But like I said, if you're one or two, it's much more manageable. But happy holidays. Thank you, Renee. Much appreciated. And yeah, much appreciated. And just so you guys know, the money you donate is going towards the channel. It doesn't go towards like strange things. I'm saving up for a 4K camera. One day I'm going to get it. I'm going to try to, if I have time, I'm going to make videos on it. I will make some videos on it, but even setting up a camera on top of what I'm doing now is too much time. But obviously, there's going to be some videos in 4K at some point. So the support is much appreciated.
Well, in terms of me looking young, I look much older with a beard, and usually I do wear a
That's
beard.
true. I actually like you with the beard a little better. No offense.
Yeah, well, I mean, I put on a little weight, so it's starting to show a little bit,
Me
unfortunately.
too. For the holidays, I wasn't even hungry when I woke up today. I
Yeah,
didn't. I
well,
wasn't even hungry.
yeah, well, it happens. COVID happens. I mean, that's been.
The beer bug. You got to stop saying that, man.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah, well, it happens. It happens. I think we've all
Just for the record, if it gets demonetized, super chats always come in. You could be completely demonetized if you get super chats. As long as the channel's monetized, you'll get it. But the ads and people watching it after will be demonetized if we mention certain words, because YouTube actually has like an AI that translates words as you're saying them. So certain words will do it.
Well, that's creepy, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Well, if you see a YouTube video with subtitles, every YouTube can have subtitles, but you don't put in those subtitles yourself. It's automatic based on the voice, and sometimes they're wrong. Like I'm John Paul Ryan, not Rye. So though that's the AI working, and when you say certain words, they put limited monetization, not fully demonetized, but that's what the C word will get you. So people say the beer bug.
Well, YouTube is clearly, in my view, up to something. Okay, and frankly, I'm surprised you haven't been attacked by YouTube. And look, guys, I know that just from you've been sitting and listening to me for however long. If I sound like I'm crazy,
no, you're not.
Look, you guys have heard me speak for quite some time. I'm not crazy. I'm being honest. YouTube is going after people who are saying controversial things.
Right.
Okay?
Mostly conservative and right-leaning things.
Well, that's fine. I'm not one of those people.
Right. The topics are labeled as so, whether you like it or not. Like if you're negative towards, transgenders and homosexuals, that's considered a right-wing topic.
Sure. Well, I'm not. Okay? I don't do that stuff.
So right. Well, people will label you. So if you're talking about that stuff, you're right when you're alt-right or something.
Well, I did the Tulsi Gabbard thing. I'm not going to mention any of that stuff. If you know what I'm talking about, I sort of came out on a Republican end of that, I guess, if you were to factor my opinion in with other people.
Right.
But all of my stuff I talk about is just pro-worker, not to get political, not to get anything. And it's sort of opposed to just workers. I'm pro-worker. That's my stance. But and you and I have talked about this, so it may be interesting for the audience. I feel that they are taking down controversial people. I have been losing subscribers.
We all have. So have all the Johhny channels. Yeah.
Despite the fact that I have been upping my production value has gone way up. The videos now are better than they ever have been production-wise. I'm still losing subscribers. Videos that I've done exactly the same thing in terms of keywords, in terms of checking Google Trends, in terms of thumbnails that 6 months ago would have done 100,000 views, do 2,000.
Right. I know. Well, yeah, that's the thing,
I think that once they find out who you are, right, and say like some staffer, or maybe there's a few people who look at what's going on YouTube, they say, hey, look at this guy, man. Do we really want him doing well?
Well, keep in mind there's like 25 million channels, so as far as humans actually taking a look and saying, do we want this guy? Maybe not. I mean,
Well, relevant topics. Like, I mean, I'm surprised that people aren't going after the Johhny Depp Amber Heard thing.
Well, they are. Dude.
Oh, okay.
Dude, fucking, I'm going to say 80% of my videos and I have about 150 on Amber Heard, maybe more, have been demonetized. Limited monetization, which is about the same thing. It's about as bad.
Well, there
Limited
you
monetization means only premium YouTube users' money goes towards the ads on that.
Yeah, but
So if I
what's controversial about it? Nothing.
well, the controversial thing is that, you can't say anything bad about Amber Heard because, she's a woman basically, and that, I guess, they're looking at it as a gender point of view. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm thinking. I don't know for a fact, but my Johhny Depp videos are not demonetized. They're all monetized if it's only about him, not mentioning Amber.
Yeah, well, that's funny. I mean, I would probably line up with a lot of these crazy PC people in terms of specific certain policies and so forth. But in terms of the insane social part of that contract that you sign when you become one of those people, I
Right.
don't subscribe to it all. You say woman, right? But there's little compartments of each of these things, excluding, of course, conservative women, right? I don't think any of that stuff is important. Political party, what color tie you have, that's all bullshit. That's all a distraction, in my view. I this is one thing, John, that I hate. You cannot judge a person's character by their party registration. I 100% believe that, and you see that happening all over the place. Pretty sad thing to see.
Hmm. Right. Okay, so yeah, Darth News is a great channel. He's been on here. He's another hard guy who's hard to get a hold of, but if I had an easy, more free life, I'd be able to, do live streams with a lot more people and things like that. But I'm kind of like spur of the moment here. So yeah. Yeah, thank you. I'm gonna call you later if it's not too late. But I'm still rolling here, so we're still pretty active, over 100 people. But yeah, thank you, David, for stopping by. And now a member. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And yeah, I appreciate it. But yeah. So let's see. Yeah, all social media. But what this live is actually about, which I didn't talk about once, is that the media is starting to turn, and you know the Guardian, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're not taking Johnny's side per se, but they put an article out there about how Johhny got an unfair trial. So that's a great thing that they put that article out there. You know what I mean? So the
Yeah.
media is slowly, and we got it covered, which is um in the middle, but they're putting plenty of negativity out there about Amber, and they're pretty big. They're rumors and speculation, but they're still pretty big. They still get a lot of, attention. So the media is slowly starting to come around for Johhny, and all the media is reporting on the you
Well,
know
can I ask you this?
petition.
So you say the Guardian is starting to turn a little bit.
Yeah, they're showing signs. Yeah.
At the beginning, were they totally on the other side?
Well, they were kind of like in the wind, stick finger in the wind politics, where whichever way
That's
it's
what it
going,
is.
you
Exactly.
know.
That's exactly the point I was going to make.
So, all right, we got one more from Sunny. Sunny, that's unbelievable. Um, you almost have a record level of donations here. Let's see. Hi, John. I don't mind. All I ask is possible people go to Adventures with Purpose channel. They truly care and try to help find missing people and admire that. All right, I'll put that. Um, you know what? Let's see. Let's see if I can make Sunny a mod and then add moderator. So, Sunny, you're a mod right now. So, if you could drop their link in the chat, then yeah, we will go over there, or I'll send people over there. I'm at about an hour and a half, 10 o'clock here, so I'll probably wrap up in a little bit. I think, Zach, how good are you? Good, about another 15 minutes.
As long as
Sound
you
good?
want.
All right, cool. So I'll be chilling here and throw that link up there. Seems like we're kind of winding down a little bit, but I'm definitely good for the 15, 20 minutes, and I definitely will throw Sunny's link in there so you guys check out that channel. If Sunny, if you're kind enough, if you can put the link in the chat, that would be great for the channel that you just talked about right here. Then yeah, that would be awesome, and we will check it out. So Helena says Adventures with Purpose is amazing. I don't know what it is, but I'll definitely check it out. And feel free to put in your own channel in there. And Tommy, you could put your channel in there too. Tommy's been a big supporter of John Talks, especially, and just all the people in the community. Let's see. Greetings from Holland. Not to cut Sonny off, but yeah, Sonny, you are a mod now. I appreciate it, and please put any link in the chat you want people to check out. Greetings from Holland, and thanks for continuing to search for the truth for Johhny Depp. You got it. I mean, like I've said since my first Johhny Depp video, I'm not a diehard fan. I'm not a huge fan, but I am a fan. I enjoy Johnny's movies, and all the facts point to Johhny being correct and Amber having almost nothing. I mean, there's a guy from Geeks and Gamers, which Zach knows, who doesn't really like Johhny Depp, right? So
Really?
he's kind of like, yeah, well, he's kind of like, I don't like Johhny Depp because he said he was going to, get rid of the president, let's just say. But that's the, okay, you know the comment I'm talking about, right?
Yes. Yeah.
But that's the only negative thing I could see somebody, if you're on that political side, would not like for Johhny Depp. And there's one text Johhny Depp made, we all know what it is, where he said, I'm going to F Amber Heard's, this and that. So there's like so few things you could even say Johhny Depp did negative that how could you not take his side? He's got such self-control. You know what I mean? Like all the shit Amber does, you don't hear Johhny like in interviews and social media and all this. He's pretty quiet about it. He's pretty passive about it. He does a great job of letting Amber say her piece and letting her destroy herself. A lot of more people that could have been a lot more vocal than he is about it. You know what I mean?
Well, and anybody who is not willing to admit the faults of their own side, I feel, is practicing a dishonest thing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I made that comparison with Amber Heard. The fact that she can't admit anything she did wrong. She was perfect. That's how she likes to.
Right.
Everything I like, every person I've supported over the years, be it in anything, I can look at it and objectively say, I like this, and that could be changed or that could be fixed. So that makes me discredit the comments you just talked about from Geeks and Gamers. I mean,
right.
if you can't take if you can't take an actor saying something negative,
yeah, he's overboard. He doesn't hate Johhny Depp, but he's kind of like more like, they're both doing it to each other kind of thing.
Anybody who criticizes the grand master, right, gets put on a blacklist.
Yeah. So, but look, I understand it was an off base comment. I agree there. It was an off base comment what Johhny Depp said. Nobody should ever say that about any president.
But that's totally different, though.
Yeah.
My policy on actors talking about politics is it doesn't really matter because these people are out of touch anyway.
Right.
They're not totally. Well, they're not working a 9 to 5. Okay, they're very wealthy. They don't have the same problems that we have.
Right, and
that's
things
like that's. I'm not saying that as a negative. I'm just saying that as an objective observation.
Mm-hmm.
So why would I take somebody who is in that position seriously, talking about our problems, what we're doing? Mm-hmm. So I kind of just, brush it aside.
Right. So, yeah, no, what I was going to say is policies that affect them with their millions of dollars don't affect us in the same way. So, a very different set of, priorities with who they vote for or who they, Let's see. One reason Musk is disliked is because he made a tweet defending AH. Okay. I missed that. If you have that, let me know.
I do want to quickly thank the e-hacker community, though. I have felt the love over on TLO, so I definitely appreciate that, folks.
Right, yeah. Let's see, John. Thank you so much for keeping up with the chat, man. It's much appreciated. So yeah, I'm not going to get too into politics. I'd love to jump on another channel and talk about it, but not not quite. Can't get into it here because we're very split on politics. But yeah, not quite right. I might start if I had time. I'd start a second channel, but we're a community of supporters. And yeah, we're absolutely a community of supporters. And like I said, this channel now is on, let me see. I think last I looked, it was like 4.2 million views, which are mostly for Amber and Johhny videos. All right, I'm on 4.6 million views for the channel, which is really good. So out of 4.6 million people, there are definitely people who are seeing this as a support to Johhny Depp. So it's not just like a bullshit thing like, oh, it's just some YouTube channel, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter as much as most things that are supporting him as far as platform, but 4.6 million views and about 4.3 million or maybe 4 million of Johhny. That's pretty good. You never know who's seeing that. That's a lot of people. That's more than 1% of the United States.
Yeah, well, it's all about influence. I mean, if you influence 10,000 people to change their minds,
right.
You know what I mean? That's kind of how I see it.
Well, Amber Heard isn't out of Aquaman 2 yet. She's still in it, and she's probably going to stay in it. I mean, do you think I'll get to make it? Like, it'll happen? I think she's going to be in Aquaman 2. What the newest rumor is, which I believe, is that they're going to put a new female lead in and sideline her, and she's going to be in it, but not as, like, the main female, which makes sense to me. That's, I think, the best thing they could do if she's under contract. So, if you mean, do I think I'll make that video? I don't think that's going to... I think she's going to be in an MF2, and we're going to see some kind of a boycott, which won't matter so much, because the movie's going to be streaming, probably won't do great anyway, so, Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Sonny. You're actually a Paul McCartney song. If you want it, here it is. Come and get it. Do-do-do-do-do. Okay, enough of that. Superlatives. Interesting. I've never seen that before. Yeah, maybe he's taking down the tweet. If any of you guys see a tweet that's interesting about Musk or Heard or whatever, just send it right over and I'll probably make a video. Okay, she's got it. So, yeah, Sonny, thank you very much. And if you guys, over 100 people, go ahead. That's the channel Sonny wants everyone to check out. So definitely check it out. And, give it a sub. I will trust that it's a good channel. And I'd probably be on the same side as that channel. I'd probably be on the same side as that channel too. So yeah, absolutely. Let's see. And here's Zach's channel one more time. If you haven't, check out Zach's channel right here. Last Outlaws. We've been working on YouTube stuff together for quite a long time. So definitely check out his channel. And he's doing political stuff, but kind of, would I be wrong to say non-biased, kind of middle of the road?
Well, I would just say that my stuff appeals to everybody.
Okay.
It is. I mean, it's hard to say unbiased, but it's pro-worker. So if you're pro-worker, you will like what I'm talking about.
Gotcha. So you go for the common sense appeal, whether it happens to be on, Democrat, Republican, left, right, whatever you think is the common sense appeal, basically.
Well, it's pro-American free trade agreements. Everybody in America can agree on that. We've been effed for too many years. And it's not the fault of any of these other countries. It's the fault of our own people who are being paid.
Exactly.
That sort of thing,
Right. Well, so it's also the fault of people who talk too much about identity politics and, things you can and can't say about homosexuals that take up time in the spotlight. And Russia and China are not concentrating on those things. And they know we are. And they take advantage of that. And that's the one thing I'll say about this new administration is they really focus on that stuff. That's not the fucking stuff we want to talk about. We want to talk about trade, America in an economic age. We do not want to fucking focus on if I can insult a homosexual or if I'm a, masculine person. That's not the fucking focus, okay? Any politician that's telling you that it's very important about racial issues and these things, it's important, but it shouldn't be in the spotlight. The important thing is economics, the world community, how America fits in. And that's all, I want to say about that.
You mentioned Elon Musk. The guy paid zero in personal income tax. I'm for a fair tax system. I'm not for a socialism tax system. But why are these guys getting away with paying zero in personal income tax? And Bezos, the richest guy ever in the history of the world, paying zero.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm all about. It's just common sense. It appeals to both sides.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you for the membership, MG. We got got some 2 new members here, and I thank you. And I gotta really, really redo my membership credits. I redid them. I lost them because I got 2 new members last week, and now I'm gonna redo them because I've got some time today. So that is much appreciated. Just as a heads up, I don't do a ton of member content. It's mostly support, but you'll get your name in the credits, and I'm going to try to do some when I can. But I can't make promises about content with the way my life is. But the main channel will always have daily content, or I don't know. Sometimes I take one day off, but it's rare. Usually at least daily content. So thank you for the membership. Jay Lee, thank you very much. That's the response. She won't be eating brownies in the stand. Well, we don't care what she's doing in the stand. Unless she's standing down.
She's not the attraction. You put her name on the stand, it doesn't draw anybody in there. The attraction of the stand is, number one, Stephen King. Okay.
Right.
Number two, you have a great supporting cast.
Right.
Number three, you have fans of the original television series. So she is not the draw. This will determine whether or not she has a fan base or not. Put her in a character piece film and see if anybody goes to see it with just her and unknowns. Then see what happens. I mean, Aquaman, that's a big name brand. People are going to go see Aquaman because it's Aquaman.
And DC. It's DC.
And DC.
Right.
So put her in some little character piece and see what happens. It's not going to make a whole lot of money.
Oh, no, it's going to make negative. So right now, okay, so this video here that I did a video on.
I saw your video.
Right, had 86,000 dislikes. And now this video has, if I could focus, 260,000 dislikes. Dude, 260,000 dislikes. It's a week old. The only reason there's dislikes, it's a video about the stand.
That's funny.
All it is Amber Heard in the video, and it gets 200. And it's got, see, there's my video comes up right there. By the way, that's what I'm talking about.
There you go.
About being. That's our live actually. So that's what I mean about being in the feed. That's what I mean about being in the feed. It's got almost 100,000 fucking comments, and you know who the comments are for?
Yep, I seen it.
I mean,
well, number one, I saw your video. I forget which one. You did 2 of them, right?
Yes.
I think I saw your first one.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, I am aware of it. I watch your channel. You know,
yeah,
I watch.
They're short videos, man. You got like 5 minutes, and the short videos. So
I definitely do see what you're putting out there.
Cool.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
You know what else I saw? I saw your crazy Amber Heard letter video.
Oh yeah. That was this dude. It's unbelievable. Every day for the last 8 months, I've been almost every day, I've been able to find content about something she did that was weird or creepy or cringy or conniving or narcissistic. I mean, even Kathleen Kennedy and Ryan Johnson have ran out at that point of like actual, they're doing something wrong. Like Amber Heard really takes the cake. She really.
Yeah, well, that is something I want to briefly mention, if you will indulge me. Is what happened to all those people who were saying Kathleen Kennedy was getting fired? Where are you? Where are they? Oh, I've got a source inside of. Oh, really? You have a source? Who is your source? An anonymous source. Kathleen Kennedy is getting fired. Still in the position. Yeah. I hate that shit. I mean, tell me your opinion, but don't go out there and make stuff up.
Yeah, but if you say it's a rumor, like Doomcock, for example.
It's not.
Hold on.
It's not a rumor. I think most of these guys.
No. I'm saying he says it's a rumor in his video. He said this is only a rumor. Don't take this as truth, and that's okay. He says
I'm not talking about him.
Okay.
I'm talking about the people who say I have my own personal source who contacts me, and I have the inside scoop.
Right. Well, we get the same thing with Amber Heard too.
Well, it's nasty because you're misleading your audience.
I know.
I'm not calling out names. I'm not saying anybody. You may know who I'm talking about. Certain people, okay? But I hate that. I hate
Yeah.
that.
Well, we've got a similar thing going on with Amber Heard and Aquaman 2, because that's the big news in the Johnny. One of the big news is in the Johnny community. Did I say news is one of the big pieces of news in the Johnny community, and everyone's got their inside source about Amber Heard and Aquaman 2, and I never liked it. I know people are
Mm,
using that one
I
particular
don't like it
topic to
either.
just boost themselves, so, and a lot
Well,
of
is that in
people,
the title? Inside scoop source?
right. I never say that. I never say that. I'll report on someone having a source and usually say sources are
Well,
bullshit
I'm
because
talking
you
about the
can't
people
name
who
your source. So,
right in the videos. Do they say source? Da 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 da. Breaking news.
right.
Do they? Is that what they say
Yeah.
in the title?
Some of them, I don't
Yeah,
know. Nothing
that
comes to mind, but
that's slimy.
yeah. But you know, um, they could think they have a source. I mean, someone must have some source. Like Grace Randolph claims she has a source.
Well, she's big enough to the point where you could
Right.
assume that that would be legit. I mean, she's a
Yeah.
legit person.
Yeah. She's almost on 1 million
But I'm
subscribers.
talking about little channels with 4,000 subscribers.
I
That have
gotcha.
a
Yeah.
source is ridiculous. I mean, come on.
Yeah. I gotcha. I gotcha.
But her, I believe that. I believe she does have some connections. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, she is legit. Grace Randolph is legit.
Right. There's another channel called Geekosity or something. The guy's name is Mikey Sutton, and he says he's got an inside source on Amber Heard and Aquaman 2. But the problem is, Mikey says things that are common sense that you can figure out anyway. He never gives out information that's like, oh, no one would know that except the source. He says things like, well, Warner Brothers is thinking of getting rid of her, but her contract's in the way. I'm like, Mikey, that's like just what everyone's saying anyway.
Well, that's fine. That stuff is totally fine. But in terms of Grace, just real quick on her, she is really, really good. I really do like Grace. I don't watch a whole lot of her stuff. Every once in a while, I'll see something pop up, but she's got a good energy. I do like it.
Do you think that there's something wrong with the movie having two white people as the lead?
Absolutely not.
Well, she does.
Okay. Well,
She said this on Twitter. She's like, well, this is a good movie, but it's a little risky to have two white people as the lead. Well, fuck you, Grace.
well, she's entitled to her opinion.
Well, that's a shit opinion. That's a social justice opinion, and it's not a good opinion.
But
because,
well,
double
I don't
standard.
have.
Sorry.
We'll see.
So
Look,
anyway,
man,
she sucks. She's woke, but I'll give you she's a legitimate source.
I like her though. I mean, I like her energy. I like the way she does her
Yeah.
videos. I don't have to agree with everything somebody says.
Right. Well, that's a big one for me.
Sure. Yeah. No, I
So,
see where you're coming
that's
from.
just not something you fucking say. I'm sorry. I'm standing up against the shit. I'm not going to be
No,
silent about it, really.
I
So.
agree. I hadn't seen that or heard that. So
Yeah,
maybe
I made a
check it
video
out.
on it. So, she's squeaky, she's annoying, and she goes mainstream, but she is legit. She probably does have sources.
I think she
agree
probably
there.
does. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll agree there. I'll agree there.
You know who I really like? You like Red Letter Media?
I don't know. Yeah, she is woke. Grace Randolph got woke, and that's it. So yeah. So who knows what she thinks about Amber Heard? I don't know. Yeah, Red Letter. Yeah, I've heard of them.
They are funny, man. Yeah, they are good. I'll send you some stuff on them.
Mm-hmm.
Their funniest videos is them destroying the new Star Trek shows.
Okay.
Star Trek, they've got these great Star Wars ones too. These guys are funny, very funny.
So, okay. Yes. Let's see. Anyway, winding down a little bit, so I think I'm going to kind of end it here. We're on about an hour, 45 minutes. It's 10:30. I got to get some videos out, and we've had a great live, but kind of settling down. I think we got at a lot of things we wanted to say here. You know what I mean? So I definitely want to do some thanks. I'm going to go up as far as I can in the chat, as far as it'll let me. So thank you, Caroline. John Lennon fan, by the way, so am I. Jay Lee, thank you. Flying Fig, thank you. Jam Price, thank you as always, and thank you for the membership. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Mayhem, thank you so much. John, thank you. You could come on a live at some point, John. You know, sometime in the future. Helena, thank you so much. Brenda, thanks. I've seen your comments. Thank you for participating. John Doe, thank you so much. Leanne Hunt, thank you so much. And Sunny, thank you for the super chats. I am definitely in your debt, and it's way over and above. It's much appreciated. Jan, thank you. Thank you very much. And MG, thank you for the membership. Johhny, thank you. Tommy, thank you as always, man. Kind of cool that, you know, you could come here, have like a real channel now of like, you know, pretty good live. Tommy and I used to chill out when I had like, I don't know, like 20 people in the chat. But now I've got like, you know, over 100 is pretty nice. So thank you, Tommy. Judy, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate your comments in the channel. See them all the time. Diamond Knight, thank you so much. Thank you for the $3.99 and thank you for the comments. Tanya, thank you so much. Okay. Jana, thank you so much. Much appreciated. And Hendrika, thank you so much. Let's see. Tatiana, thank you for stopping by. Thank you so much. Seeing you here since the beginning of my Johhny days almost. Been here for a very long time. Very long time. Thank you so much. Lisa, always appreciate it. Thank you very much. JD fan for life. Thank you. Let's see. I think that's almost everybody. If I missed you, I apologize. Brooks, thank you for stopping by. And I think that's about as much as I can get to right now. And before I go, I'm going to put Zach's channel in there one more time. Definitely check him out. I've meant to do videos over there, I guess, at some point. But I'm just
you want to get political, go ahead. TLO is yours.
Yeah, at some point. And Zach's made a video here. It went pretty well, actually. About 1,600 views. I think it got a few subs. Went really well. So
thank you.
Yeah, Zach's in there. Definitely check him out. Thanks for hanging out for so long. Think about over an hour, chatting it up. And yeah, that's about it. Do you have any final words? Anything you want to say?
Well, I do have a plug for Red Letter Media.
Okay. Yeah.
They are funny people. You guys will like them. Really, really hilarious. And John, I'm going to send you some of their stuff too.
I've heard of them.
They are funny, guys. They are very funny.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah. You guys have a good night. Few videos later. And if you're not subscribed to, by the way, because sometimes people pass by not subscribed, please subscribe and you'll get more of my antics. See you next time.